corporation since 2014, and he's designing softwares and ERP system, which he would explain what those are, such as Zap Connection, Zap Academ, and RX Connection. These ERP systems allow businesses to automate, handle, and manage their operations, such as sales, accounting, HR, inventory, CRM, and procurement. So imagine if your website handles all that for you. He designs those kind of websites. A graduate of the De La Salle University, Manila, with a bachelor degree in industrial engineering and business economics, coming all the way from the Philippines, FACCGLA international member, Mr. Jayvee, Jan Michael Poe. Our first panelist for tonight. And as you can see, mostly are our male counterparts representing the tech world, which shows that women, we need more women in the realm of technology. That's why I have my daughter here. She's taking computer engineering. And I am very, very happy that she said yes to me. Because after a successful 20-year career in the retail and real estate industry, she made a courageous leap in the world of internet marketing. Her motivation was very clear: to protect small and medium-sized businesses from falling victim to internet scammers. Anybody familiar with that? So forming InfoWeb USA has given rise to her unwavering determination. She has become a valuable advocate for online transparency in SEO, search engine optimization. If you want to be found in Google, this is what you need to be learning, SEO. Deliverables and a trusted resource for business seeking to navigate the digital marketing landscape more effectively. Ladies and gentlemen, the muse for tonight, Celeste Friedman. With all the digital marketing content and how we're going to be able to create content with heart, let's once again welcome Mr. Galeano to be part of our panelists. And I just put him on the spot because I need to hear more. Our keynote speaker, Mr. Winston DiMario, joining our panel. And in the beginning of this panel discussion, so please get ready with your question. Okay? Before I forget, he's eating. Are you ready? I'm putting him on the spot though. Okay, can I call back once again Christian Reyes to be part of our panel? I know you're about to eat. Next slide, please. So I have one beginning question for all of you, and I'd like you to answer individually. Okay? Yes, madam.
No, just go on that side. No, it's
Give them the microphone because we have a while.
okay.
There you go. All right.
Hello? Right. Okay, here. Right here. Am I blocking?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So, lady and gentlemen, I'd like you to first answer a question, and that is, what in your field of expertise should a small business owner learn that can improve or help their business? Okay, think about that for 1 second. If you're in the field of AI, content creation, SEO, web development, automation, all that, what is in your field of expertise can a small business owner learn that can improve their businesses? Raise the hand of the person who's ready to answer that. Of course, let's give it up for the boss lady, Miss Celeste Friedman. so I feel like I'm the Lola in this group. So if you have a website, you've invested a couple $1,000s on the website, maybe free, AI free, you really need to do SEO, search engine optimization. Without it, you might as well just kiss your website goodbye. That's just how I feel about it. There's the reason being is everything on the internet starts with a search. Yes? So you have to have a way for people to come find you. And one of those tools is to have an SEO channel. And it's just very, very important. Or even build a website if you're not going to plan on having an SEO campaign. And then, of course, coupled with the SEO is the backend program. And we do that in our company.
Next.
Who's brave? Of course, Mr. Dave.
Hello, good evening, everyone. So, I think based on my industry, we develop software, especially ERP. Are you guys familiar with ERP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Electronic records.
Very brief background of what an ERP is. So, first is, what does ERP mean? So ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. And then the next question is, what does it do? So an ERP, all of you, I'm sure, are familiar with CRM.
Yes.
I think all of us have been using CRM. And then we have accounting systems, inventories, procurement. So what's ERP? ERP is the link. It's an end-to-end system or software that links all of those, from CRM to inventory to procurement to inventory to accounting. So what's the difference? And why is it important? If we have different software like CRM, so we save our data of our customers, and then we have a procurement, and then we have inventory. So we need to encode all of those information into different software. So what does that mean? It's not efficient. So if you have an ERP system, once you encode the customer details, you need it on the sales side, it's already there. You do a procurement, you order something, once you receive it, it goes directly to your inventory. So it's an end-to-end system, and then once you need a report, analytics like what Mr. Winston mentioned a while ago, it's readily available, and all of the details that you need for your business decisions is right on your fingertips. So that's what we do in our company. So the question is, how can or what do small and medium enterprise businesses need to learn? I think the first one is to be able to adapt. We are in a digital world. We need to embrace that we need software, we need SEO, we need AIs. Actually, we're also venturing into AIs recently. So we need to embrace So we need to embrace this change, and we need to ensure that we use the proper tools, like content creation. All of this, we need all of this to be able to, shall we say, compete with the big players. So in our company, what we advocate is for small and medium enterprises to be able to compete with big enterprises who cannot pay big software companies, especially Oracle, SAP. So that's where Molded Craft comes into play. We provide software that's affordable so that this small and medium enterprises can also level the playing field with these big companies.
Thank you, Jayvee. Next is Eden. Go ahead.
just piggybacking off of that, I think it's important to know that there are different tools that these different domains and specialties that we're focusing on. And so I'd say, as business owners, CEOs, owners, it's not to try to do it all yourself, but it's learning how to delegate and learning the lingo, on a base level. As through consulting or working with us, it's I find that my most successful clients have sort of like almost like a sponge. They've soaked up the work that we put together, and they've actually become better storytellers themselves by seeing how I frame their story, how I capture their story. So I think that really my specialty up here is like, use these agencies, use the consulting agencies, any of these tools, try to immerse yourself to, at the very least, become an effective community for learning how to build that connection for the brand, so that you can not the brand for and then give the consultant, give the content agency the proper clarity, transparency into your target demographic niche, all of these things, right? So that they can do the best they can to get the results.
Thank you, Evan. I hope you're taking down notes, because that's what you're supposed to be doing as small business owners. Okay, Sir Vincent?
Yeah, I actually would say that earlier today, I think we got asked who's ever used AI and all of that, right? So one of the things that I just realized in the age of AI is that we already all have AI. We use it. It's called your intuition, your gut, right? And when you're running your business, when you use your intuition, that actually comes from your feel. You know that certain people want to buy certain things and certain products sell better than other. And so what's really important is to harness that AI within you, called your intuition, and then harness that, right? So one way to harness your intuition so it becomes scalable is to use data, right? Your intuition comes with a limited set of data to begin with. And as you make your company even bigger, data will guide you, make that intuition even more precise. And as business changes, right, if you rely on data and couple that with your intuition, then you can adapt. So it's really a fairly simple formula, right? You don't really have to go around searching all over the place. Because all of these are just tools. ChatGPT is a simple tool. Generative AI sounds exciting, but it's really just highly trained data. But when you make it, you narrow it down to what can I use today, I think you start with your intuition, start with your gut. Supplement that with data, right? And then train yourself, right, to be the best AI you can be. And honestly, in all business I built was in kind of the formula. So just be in tune with that. Don't get overwhelmed by that.
Thank you. That's very insightful. Yes, Christian?
Yeah. I guess didn't make it for a while. What I hope that my equation is in but I guess the biggest thing I've seen as I've consulted and worked with companies that didn't have product market fit and struggled, they didn't pick a bad alternative. I think a lot of people, when they give messaging, go like, well, here's 30 features, obviously you want to use us. But we missed the point because let's say you're creating a better email, right? You can't say, look, if you're going to say your bad alternative is Gmail, you have to be 10x better, right? So whenever you try to sell anything, at least when it comes to software, things that the tried and true thing that always works is what are they currently doing and paying for that solves a similar problem that you're solving, and piggyback on that. So say, okay, you use Gmail, but don't do it because you can't unsend after 3 minutes. Okay, don't do it because your spam filters are so bad. Okay, well, here's our capabilities that solve those things. Again, it's up to the consumer to decide whether or not the benefits follow. But another way that a lot of startups make that same story is, well, we have these 5 features, don't you want to switch? It's way more compelling when you can first empathize and kind of let them know you understand their pain and show them exactly, specifically, 2 or 3 points why you're the team to choose.
Thank you. I'm gonna throw in kind of like a ambush question here. I'm gonna put you on the spot, guys. Yes, Paul.
No, you're not asking.
I just want you to give us your top 2, okay, online tool that you go to as somebody in the digital world, and what do you use it for? Say, for example, I always go to ChatGPT, and I use Ahref, so I can have the data and analytics for my website's performance. So in your case, what are the top 2 digital marketing stack that you go to? Starting, anybody wants to start with that? Okay.
Yeah, I'd say the best 2 in my opinion that I've always used, and they're relatively CapCut is free.
CapCut for video editing?
For video editing on iOS, on Android, it's pretty much free. You can get pretty good quality, I'd say your speech, or your just create content straight to the camera. You can also put captions out there, you can use them captions, and it's but you can use it. And the other one, the second one would be Canva, which is great for photo and video. And I'm sure that if you don't know
Yeah, and visual it.
it's so for that user friendly as well, like designs on flyers, all of that.
Thank you, and anybody else? Yes.
I guess I can go next. So I have completely gotten rid of email. Like I never read email anymore, right? So my number 1 tool is chat. I think real-time communication is super important. I communicate with my team using Google Chat. But apart from that, just WhatsApp and everything else. So I think that's one, at least on my day-to-day. And the other is actually ChatGPT. And the reason for that is I always defer or delay correspondence. Like I hate writing something to other people, but ChatGPT starts you off, right? And that really is super important. So I guess from an online tool standpoint, those are the 2 that I use the most on a day-to-day basis.
Thank you for sharing. Yes, Celeste?
Yeah, I'm with you on Canva. It's very easy to use. They have a lot of templates. And so when you're making flyers, or especially if you're in the retail arena, it's a great tool because they have templates for branding. You can choose your own colors, so they have pre-chosen colors for you so that you can keep all your advertising uniform. I also like to use Google Workspace. It will keep you organized. It has email, you can put all your email, your calendar, everything. Your life will be so much better if you work in Google Workspace. I started it about 6 months ago. I can find my emails. I can find where my documents are. I know where to go on a certain particular day because I can just look at the calendar. I mean, it's just nice. I didn't know it was there until somebody else told me about it. I said, okay. You don't know how many times I've wasted just looking for email. You know, where did I put that email? I can't remember the folder. You know, so it's just wonderful. Try it, guys. Try it.
Okay, for me, I think it would be the chat, also Viber. We have our own messenger in our company. And I think with Celeste, we also use Google Workspace. It's very useful. And I think the simplest one is Mr. Google.
Christian?
Yeah, I think for me, it's an AI product called Rewind. It records your screen. It's safe.
Can you repeat that?
Rewind.
Rewind.
It records everything on the screen, so if you ever forget anything, it knows everything you've done, actually. I know it sounds crazy, but it lives in the computer, it's really safe. But yeah, you don't have to remember anything. It remembers all your meetings, anything that's ever on the screen.
Does it tell you where your keys are?
If you're working on camera,
Because I'm gonna get that.
yeah. And the second one is just analytics platforms, like user A/B testing. You need a developer potentially, but just to say what I said earlier, which is you win by constantly testing hypotheses. And I think whatever format you have to get feedback, that could be just regular user testing or whatever, it's really important to make sure you're getting better over time.
Awesome. Isn't that the very useful information? Can you take notes of those? Alright, does anybody else have a question? Because I have a lot. I can sit here and throw
Your question is good enough for us. Yes.
Anybody else? Sir Fred, you have a Kathy?
So if you have an existing website and you want to make it better, who do I go to analyze it?
Celeste and Jayvee.
I'll tell you, if you want to build your website, you need a web developer. So we actually have Jayvee. Alright, and you can work your back end too. If you need your websites to be found, then you have the SEO. If you need to create content, we have Evan in there. But you need to improve the content, then you have Christian. And